Yes. All right, so while waiting for others to join, while waiting for them to join, I'm going to introduce myself first before introducing Amdo Analytics. So my name is Blessing Ibrahim, and I'm a data analytics facilitator at Amdo Analytics. And you will be wondering what Amdo Analytics is. So Amdo Analytics is an ed tech company, and by ed tech I mean educational technology company. What do we do? What do we do as an ed tech company? We help people acquire data analytics skills. That's what we do here. We've trained a whole lot of people on data analytics skills, Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, those skills that are needed as a data analyst to be used. So that's what we do here. We're an ethic company that train people on data analytics skills, acquiring data analytics skills. Okay. So I would like to share with us, still introducing Amdo Analytics. Okay. So what's our mission as an edtech company? Can we all hear me? Can we all hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Please, if you're just joining, please do well to type in your name and where you are joining from in the chat box. Would appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay, so our mission as an edtech company is to empower individuals in the field of data analytics. So what we do majorly is to empower individuals when it comes to data analytics by providing them with comprehensive and accessible trainings. So we aim to bridge the skill gap and enable learners to make informed decisions, to drive innovations and create positive change in a data-driven world. So that's our mission as an edtech company as into data analytics. And what's our vision? Our vision is to be the catalyst for a data-driven revolutions where individuals are empowered so effectively to effectively analyze and leverage data. We aspire to shape a future where data-driven insight are accessible to all, fueling innovations and unlocking endless possibilities across industries. We strive to be a trusted platform that not only impacts knowledge, but also foster a supportive community of learners, mentors, and industry professionals, propelling individuals towards successful careers and lifelong learning in data analytics. So our aim is just to make sure people are built. When it comes to acquiring these skills, they are built to that point, they've acquired the skills. So Amdo Analytics is the place where we train people to acquire data analytics skills. We've trained a whole lot of people. We've trained over 3,000 people, even more in this company. And most of our students are they're global, from not only in Africa, we have students from Canada, from UK, from other countries too that have been a partaker of this, every of our cohort and every of our programs here at Amdo Analytics. So we are always here to, help people acquire those skills. So that's what we do here at Amdo Analytics. Okay, to spice things up a little bit, I would love to ask our participants, maybe just 3 of us, why we transition into why you want to learn data analytics, or why, if you're already into data analytics, why are you learning data analytics, or why did you choose that career path? So I would love to hear from 2 to 3 persons why they want to either learn the skill, or if they're already doing it, why they chose data analytics. So I would love to hear from us. Okay, so Chikuma, would you like to share? Chikuma,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So what actually got to like transition into data analysis is I kind of have passion for this.
Okay.
I didn't study computer science back then. Like what I acquired in the university is Bachelor in Business Administration.
Okay.
So I just want to get the skill because like I said, it's like a passion.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and it's something I love. I'm just gonna put it that way, and something I feel it's gonna help in the future.
Okay. So it's just something. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for sharing why. Something you love, you have passion for, I think is going to help you in the future. All right. Thank you so much, Chikuma. Okay, so can we hear from I'm trying to pick someone that we can hear from. Can we hear from okay, can we hear from Oluchi? Are you with us? Are you with us, Oluchi?
Yes, I'm with you.
All right, all right. Good evening, welcome, Oluchi. Can
Good
you
evening.
share reason why you want to either venture into data analytics, or if you're already in it, why did you choose data analytics? Can you share with us? Can we hear from you?
Really, I'm just going into it. Although I study computer science in my degrees,
Wow,
so
computer
going
science
further
still.
for my going for my masters, I'm doing MIT. So I want to go for data analysis as my main part. You understand? As the main area of specialization. Because
Okay.
yes, so I want to choose
Yes.
data analysis as my area of specialization under computer science MIT. So I want to really go deep into it. I want to know more
Okay.
about it.
All right, Ma. So we know you want to really go deep. So the reason what I'm asking is, why do you want to go deep into acquiring this?
I have passion. When I was the tech school that I just started, I was doing my ICT. So when I asked them about some of the programs they have there, when they analyze what each of the program is all about, so when they explain about data analysis for me, that I can use it to analyze data. Maybe when you work in a company, so I pick interest for it. You understand? So I have passion for it. That's why they have networking, they have other ones, but that data analysis, I really love what I heard about it. So and I
Okay.
have passion for it. Yes.
Actually, thank you so much, ma. That's one beautiful thing about being informed about something. Just like what Miss Oluchi said, she was informed about they had various courses she could have taken, but because she was well informed about it, then she developed passion for it, and she decided to put in for data analytics. Thank you so much for sharing, ma. All right, so one more person before we move on to the next thing here. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
All right,
Good
ma'am.
morning from Canada. All
All
right.
right,
So,
ma.
okay. So why I'm interested in data analytics is I haven't been in the field. I'm from a healthcare background.
Okay, ma.
Okay, the reason is because everything now is based on data. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to apply for a job last night, and surprisingly, I saw that they need data analytics skill. So and everything now they want to have a data of the project or whatever you're working on. So that ignited my interest in in the program, and I'm willing to be able to execute that. And most companies now they are looking for data analysis
Yeah.
roles or data analytics skills that
Yeah.
so that you can be able to fit in any job that they want, or they any what do you call this, like any project that they want to
Yes.
assign to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Mishinima. Everybody wants the data analyst into our company. Everybody, data is not the new oil, so nobody wants to. It's an in-demand skill. We can't do without data. Every company has data, and they want to satisfy their customers. They want to make profits. So definitely, they need a data analyst to help them, with their data for them to make well-versed business decisions, to make profits or to just expand their business, just do something that will make their business grow. So they need data analysts to help them out with that. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Chidima. Thank you. All right, thank you. Welcome, Oluwatobi joining from US. Welcome, Oluchi joining from Lagos, Nigeria. You're welcome to this session. Welcome to this masterclass. All right. So today the reason why we are here is for us to, for our alumni showcase, our alumni that we've trained in past cohorts, they'll be here to share the projects they've worked on so far, and that's why we are here today. So I would love us to just pay attention and listen carefully when they present their work. They've done a whole lot. They've put in effort to make this work. So I would want us to just sit back and watch. So if you want to say something, you want to just do well to make use of the chat box as we proceed to the next thing on our. All right. So moving to what we have for today, the first person that we're presenting today is okay. So are we set, everybody? Okay. So if we're ready, I would love us to let's just send in our favorite emoji on the chat box. So to know if you are with me, just send in your favorite emoji, any emoji you see, just send in your favorite emoji here on the chat box to know that everybody's with me. All right, so let's go, everybody. Okay, so Chikoma sent his. All right, Samuel sent his. Okay, so let's just keep that rolling before we start. So drummers, everybody, let's keep our emojis coming. Let's keep them rolling. So that's to know if you are with me. So if you are with me, just send in your emoji, your best emoji, your favorite emoji, just send it. All right, so let's keep that coming in. All right, let's keep that coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I can see from Timmy, I can see from, all right, let's keep that coming in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. I'm still waiting because we have more than, we have people here online and I'm just seeing few emojis. So to know that you guys are with me, can you just keep your emojis coming in? Keep your emojis strolling in. Keep them coming in. Okay, keep them coming in. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next, the first person here on the list to present her work is Doyin. All right, so Doyin, can we have you, switching, I'll stop sharing now so that you can share your work. All right, so Doyin, can you start with your presentation? Can you share your screen? All right.
Right, can you see me? Or
Yes,
can
we
you
can hear you.
Okay, so let me know if you can hear me very well. If
Yes,
there's any
I can. Do we have anyone that is not hearing her? Do you have anyone that is not hearing her? Can we all hear her? Please, if you can we just say yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
so we can hear you, ma'am.
All right, yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Joy Sola. I'm an alumni of AMDO Analytics. I joined the cohort that was last year, December, up until now. Actually, my cohort period had actually, it has actually come to an end, done my capstone project for. However, the journey has actually not ended. I must say the journey just began. What do I mean by the journey just began? Because it's not just all about learning it during the cohort. It's all about what you are actually doing after the cohort. Because the training is continuous. You need to keep upskilling yourself. You need to keep doing hands-on practicing, and it's been it's been a roller coaster, a bit of sometimes challenging and having to to overcome the obstacles. So that's just it. And the question is, how did I hear about AMDO Analytics? So I heard about AMDO Analytics through one of the boot camps they held. That was sometimes last year, I think last year September, through my church. They were shared on the group page, and I joined in. And it was for 2 weekends. So having to have actually heard everything that was said, I got a bit of conviction to come on board with AMDO Analytics. And I'm actually saying this because I've actually been to different edtech companies before, and I gave it a try. It was a lot of tussle back and forth for me to say, oh, which one was I going to go for? Because I actually wanted to hone my skills. My background basically is not in data analytics. I studied statistics as my first degree, but just like the other participants, other people had actually said during the presentation that, the reason why they want to upskill themselves into data analytics is because currently now we all know that data is life. Everywhere, every sector has to do with data. You're taking a record of something. If you're selling, even if you have a small shop right now, if you're selling something, you have a data. You might not just pay attention, but everything is data. You are doing health, there's data, there's a record. As long as there's a record, hence there's a data. So, and having to understand that data is life, and for every insight, for every business that needs to grow, whichever aspect it is, you need data, and you need, somebody to be there as an analyst to be able to do the basic diagnostics, what has happened, why it is happening, how can we, recommend, what can we recommend so as we can, upskill, I mean, as a business. So I saw the need for that, and then I figured that there was need for me to learn data analytics, hence the reason why I subscribed to AMDO Analytics. And I must say the journey has been very fantastic. So having said that, I am, like I said earlier, I'm an alumni of AMDO Analytics. And during the course of my training, I've been able to lay my hands on the different technical skills or the skills needed for you to become an analyst, which is Power BI, Excel, SQL, problem solving skills, and it's been very fantastic. So this afternoon today, I would be showing you one of the projects or one of the things I've actually worked on during the course of my training at AMDO Analytics. With you guys in a couple of minutes. So moving on, I'll be sharing. I might actually stop sharing my face and I'll actually, share my screen. I hope you all can still hear me, please.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, thank you. So I'll be sharing my screen with you in a minute. So you let me know if you can see my screen. Thank you. Share screen. Okay, so
Okay, so we can see your screen.
Hi, you're muted there, Tony. You're muted.
Oh, yeah. Can you see my screen now? Yeah.
Yes, we can see your screen. We can.
Sorry about that. I thought I stopped the video. Okay, yeah. So this analysis that you're seeing right now on my screen is something that actually, laying my hands on, like I said, one of the things I've actually done, as a result of having to have learned this data analytics skills, and I was able to use this is actually being done on Power BI. You can see something here. For those that have actually not had an experience or most have actually heard about Power BI and not actually see what it looks like. So this analysis was actually done on Power BI. And so this basically this analysis talks about a retail sales, right? So this is an e-commerce retail store which has multiple stores across the United States. Now, I actually said this as an introduction. However, I will just do a quick glance of because I mentioned across different states, it is a store in the United States, so it has different locations in the United States. So I'm just going to breeze through what you have on each of the tables, because there are a lot of tables that were actually used for us to be able to drive our insights into what I actually displayed. I will be talking majorly on what I actually displayed before, but just to see, this is like a back end of how the outcome of the report you just saw. So, and then, on Power BI, this is what we call the report view, this is what we call the table view, and then the model view. However, I will not be talking too much on that. This is just the part where you're able to see some things that actually happen behind the scenes for us to be able to actualize what you're actually seeing across. So we have the customers table. For every business, we know that we need a customer segment. So we have a customer table that talks about the different customer ID, their names, and the different segments of customers that we have. And then we also have, like I said, it's located in the United States, across different cities and states in the United States and its regions with its postal code. Moving on to that one, like I said, it's a retail sales company that deals with different products. So we've got product ID, we have different categories of product that's been sold, we have subcategories of it, and we have different product name. And then moving on, we also have the different retail salespeople, because for a company to exist, there needs to be somebody that is actually working in that company. And we have different retail salespeople, and we have them just listed here. There's 4 people here, and then the last, not the least, anyways, is the fact table. So this is like a general table that tells you different things that go on in that one. This one is just like that summarizes all other tables. It has an element of the customer's location, product, and the different ship modes. So we have it across here. A lot of things has actually been done on this one. So moving on, basically the question now is, as an analyst who is actually supposed to work or who works with a retail sales company, the question is, there is a problem. there's something that you are diagnosing. For example, you are a doctor, a patient comes. So there's something that needs to say, oh, what is the state? What is the problem? Trying to get a diagnostic.
We can't hear you, Miss Tommy. Can you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
So now the question is, you're trying to do a diagnostics of what, or a descriptive analysis of what is the cause of what has happened. So the question is, why did it happen? So the next question will be, what is likely to have happened based on, all of these things. So these are the questions that you as a data analyst wants to answer, for this company. Because for every company, what the sole aim of the company is that we want to make sales improvement. We want to generate more increase. We want to generate more revenue, right? So now, like I said, R&J American Retail Store, right, is actually it is a store that is actually located in the United States of America, and it has its different retail stores, multiple stores across the United States. So, however, despite the strong presence of this company, it has actually been looking at areas of improvement. And what do I mean by areas of improvement? Every business owner is actually out for one thing, which is to make more increase and be profitable and stay afloat in business. They're trying to look at profitability trend and finding areas for them to improve. So now, as a data analyst that is actually doing, or as a data analyst that's actually analyzing this data set for R&D American retail sales, one of the key things that has actually been looked into is supply chain. I don't know, most of us might not really, or you might have actually heard of supply chain, but pardon me if I assume that, most of maybe you might not really understand what supply chain is. Supply chain is just basically talking about how goods and services, how things are actually being moved across from one point to another. Because like I said, it's in United States and it has different locations, and we want to see how each of these states and location and the region, how it has continued, how it has generated increase to the company, what to mitigate, what to increase, to ensure that we are profitable. So now, looking at the data set here, or analysis that we have here, you can see that this company basically has actually generated a total sales of 0.5 million. This is just because it was rounded to 5 billion, so it's not like it's not like a digit or something. Over 5 million, then they have a total quantity of products over 7.6. It has actually made total profit of 81.4, and it has its revenue loss. However, the question is, how did we generate all of these things across board? Now, this data set was actually cuts across, sorry. Yeah, okay. I think I filtered that one. So it has actually, sorry about the initial figure. So it has actually made a total profit of 2.3 million, 37.9, 442.5, and minus 156 in revenue loss. Now, the question is, how did all of these figures come together? It's a data set of about 5 years put together. So we have from the year 2014 to the year 2018, right? Now, I showed you earlier before, from my what's it called now, my table view. We have, like I said, it's a data set that is into the sales of, it's a retail sales. So now they focus on categories like technology, office supplies, and furniture, right? This is for the products. Now, they also have different segments, and they also have different types of customers who actually patronizes their business, right? Sorry, just a minute. I think I need to switch to this. Yeah, so that was the other table. So now this other one actually talks about the count of different total customers that we have. We have over 793 customers. We have total orders that we're taking 5,000. We have average delivery days, and we have return rate. Like I said, my analysis is basically centered on supply chain analysis, in the sense that this is a company that deals with selling of goods and services in different locations in the United States, and we are looking at what are the different bottlenecks that that might have actually been encountered, and how to resolve this thing, and also look at the sales performance, right? So now, looking at it, basically, we're looking at this particular matrix here talks about the different categories of products that they have and how the delivery days of all these products has actually come about. So we can see that the technology sector has 35.08 delivery days. You can round it up to 35.1 delivery days. And we have office supply, it takes 35 delivery days. That's an average. And then we have furniture taking like 34 delivery days. Also, looking at the different segments, we have different segments of customers. We have the consumers, we have the corporate. The corporate, when I say corporate, probably like we're talking about offices and stuff. Then we have the home office. So based on how they order for product and services, it takes these numbers of days for the delivery days for these products to be done. Also, we looked at the different ship mode. How are these things being shipped? How do they get all the products that have actually been ordered? So we have different ship modes. We have the same day ship mode. Some people place orders and expect it to be delivered, that same day. We have the first class, we have the second class, and we have the standard class. Now the question is, if you place an order right now, you're looking at, oh, I want my order. For example, yesterday I still placed an order on Amazon. I bought something and I wanted the next day delivery, right? The question is, was I happy about the outcome of everything, how it went? Was it seamless? Did I enjoy the product that was actually delivered, right? Those are the things that will contribute to you saying, oh, okay, this is this, or this is why I want this delivery, and the return rate affecting us. So we can see that same day delivery, considering it with, within 24 hours, did it take 1 to 3 business days? Did it take 3 to 5 business delivery days? And all of that. So looking at also, we have product delivery speed. Which of the products had, very good delivery speed days? Did we have there are some that had same day? Did we have some that took longer days? Do you understand? Also, this analysis was also centered around, the different salesperson and how they had return rates, because you as a person, you're working with a company and you're looking at, uh, did I have return rates? So if an order comes in, I'm just assuming, just trying to paint a scenario that, when I send in when an order comes in and I fulfill the order, right? Does it have a higher return rate? Could it be a factor of the product or what have you, right? And then looking at it, we also try to also look at the ship mode. How did we have higher return rate due to the fact that we had two ship modes? Because like I said, we have different ship modes. It could be first class ship mode, it could be same day, and it could be what's the standard class. Now, it was a presentation, it was an analysis that was done in 2 different parts. So we actually looked at the one for the delivery. Like I said, my major problem, or what we're trying to look out for, is the, what's it called now, supply chain. So now this other side is also trying to look at which of the categories generated more profit. Like I said, the company is actually looking out for how to improve which area are we looking at improving our sales. Okay. Now we looked at the different product categories. So we have technology, office supplies, and furniture. We can see that the technology product category actually made more sales, followed by the office supplies and furniture. You can also see that the segment that generated more profit, this is the customer segment. Yeah, consumer. It's not far-fetched that, definitely consumers, that's, we end users here, we have a lot of things that we order. Corporate could be as a result of, it takes a lot of time for companies to make decisions on what product to buy, what product not to buy, trying to look for reviews. But trust me, an end user like me and yourself, we might not really take so long a time to make decisions on what to buy, even though we check reviews, but we all have different individual presence. And then we also looked at which customers, as a customer that patronizes a customer, as a company, we'll be looking at which customer has actually generated more profit for us. How can we probably give them something like a loyalty discount, towards what we're doing? So we did an analysis, based on that one as well. And then we also looked at the different product distribution by category, and we saw that office supply actually had more, followed by the technology and the furniture. Now, to round it all, like I said, we're looking at the efficiency, profitability for the company. So there was an analysis that was done to determine which states has more profitability and efficiency rate. So we're able to come up with an analysis here, and then based on that analysis, we're able to decipher that Arkansas, Connecticut, District of Columbia, they actually did like 100%. Yeah, there's an analysis that was done, but because of my time schedule, we might not be able to really dwell so much on all of this. Now, the question, like I said, is, let me go back to my first page. We talks about, the whole thing behind the supply chain and the delivery. Like in summary of what I would say is, we're looking at it as an analyst. Now, the question after all of this visualization and whatnot here, the question will be, what is the sales performance, right? And then we can see that definitely we also have something that we call filter here. And I like to go to my second page, which actually has something displaying around total sales. I'll just like us to fix our eyes on this total sales, because now if we filter based on 2014, yeah, we can see that it was around 0.5 million. Now let's look at 2015. Was there an increase? I think it was still around the same thing, but looking at the profit as well, I think the profits actually did increase from the previous year, which is 81.4 thousand, I guess, USD. Then 2015, they were able to increase their sales to 94.1. And then in the year 2016, we can also see that the profit actually did increase. However, like I said, there were a lot of increase in this whole thing. But nevertheless, there are some other products that were actually not doing up to standard that needs to actually be looked into. Yeah, I may not be able to like literally point out most of these things, and just to be able to conclude so that other people can also talk. I will just try to give some recommendation, that I've actually need. So our analysis reviews and interesting connection. We can see also from this other part here that we had a bit of correlation between the delivery days here. That is, we had the first class the same day, second class, and standard. Like I said, I might not be able to do a lot of justice to, diving, in depth into all of this, but the whole idea is just for you to see what has actually been done. And based on this analysis that I've actually done, I was able to come up with some recommendation. And the recommendation is just to work on, because we're talking about supply chain, we're looking at warehousing optimization. So the idea will be that we should investigate some potential bottlenecks in technology product fulfillment, because if we are able to, I wouldn't want to take too much of our time, because I know we all have other things to do. Even though sales is actually climbing, there's a bit of discrepancies between delivery time across some categories. Do you understand? Even though technology product is actually doing well, despite its high demand, there might be a bit of slower average delivery times and all of these things. I'm just using technology as an example. So the question will be, how then do we mitigate all of these things? So the idea will be that we should investigate. I'm sorry I wasn't able to prepare a slide showing you this recommendation. So based on what I have actually done, a recommendation to the company, that R&D American Retail Store, will be that the warehousing optimization should be looked into. And what do I mean? There should be a bit of investigation into potential bottlenecks that might actually be affecting product fulfillment. Do you understand? So the idea should be that they should dedicate, picking people that will be in charge of picking teams to ensure that they optimize the storage layout, for the processing. Another thing will be that if you're looking at supply chain movement or supply chain as a whole, there will be a need for the R&D company to also look at partnership collaboration. So the idea will be that they should explore partnership with faster and more reliable carriers, especially for the products that usually have delay. Do you understand? And then the whole idea basically is to ensure that the what's it called now? So in conclusion, will be that by implementing all of this recommendation of partnering, with what's it called now? Partnering with different doing collaboration with different, probably delivery companies or carriers and all, yeah, it to be able to help them streamline their supply chain. It will also help them improve the delivery performance so that it will enhance customer satisfaction and ultimately boost their sales. So this requires a collaborative effort across warehousing, across transportation, and inventory management team. So having said all of this, I'm not like one of the best presenter on this call, but the whole idea of what we're doing today, for other people that are on this call who are not an alumni yet or still a work in progress, is that this thing that I've actually come up with. Trust me, I've actually not even done this before. Having to do like maybe a larger what's it called, presentation like this. But how am I able to do this? It's all because of Amdo Analytics, right? Because Amdo Analytics has been able to help me develop myself. This is, if I look back at myself last year, I wouldn't be able to present this. I'll tell you for a fact, I'm studying international business with data analytics in my university here in the UK, and we did a course on data analytics. And trust me, I'm not supposed to be saying it outside, but because of the fact that I'm able to join Amdo Analytics, I can beat my chest outside and say, oh, I am a data analyst, right? Because all of this that I've actually said, all of these skills, all of these tools I'm able to lay my hands on today is as a result of data analytics, is as a result of Amdo Analytics. And for everyone on this call, I know somebody during the course of the call said, oh, he has heard a lot about it. Yes, there is nothing, I must tell you, it is a fantastic journey. It has its own challenges. And the whole idea is for every challenges that you have, there's always going to be for you to go beyond the obstacles and be able to get better at what you do. What am I trying to say in a nutshell is that Amda Analytics has been of a great impact to me. And like I said earlier during my presentation, that my journey did not end the day I ended my what's it called, my cohort, when my cohort session ended. My own journey actually just started. And why am I saying it just started? Because Amda Analytics as facilitators has people that if you call them, I don't know, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but these are people that if you call them, it's not exaggerating. If you message the facilitators around 11 o'clock midnight, I'm happy to tell you that these are people that are ready to help you, ready to see you, grow. I actually just secured an internship some couple of weeks ago, and then I reached out to, the team of Amdo Analytics, seeing the fact that the things I'm actually going to be doing seems a bit confusing and stuff, but they've actually given us that privilege to be able to reach out to them. The post-mentorship benefit in summary has been top notch. I've actually had the privilege of doing learning data analytics with different edtech companies, and I must say I'm sorry to use the word, it was crap, but the value for what I got, the value for my money here at Amdo Analytics is even way beyond what they charge. I understand the present times of the economy, but trust me, this is a place to be. This is a place where you can learn. The learning is continuous. The learning doesn't end. And it doesn't even end the day your cohort ends. Your journey with Amdo even just begins when everything ends, because you keep working on things, you need their help, they are there to assist you, you need everything, they are there to help you. Trust me. So invariably, what I would tell anybody that is just joining this, to be able to be even way better than I am, because apparently I'm still working on myself, to be able to also do this that I'm actually doing. I must say it's a privilege for me to be out here speaking to people that are even way bigger than myself. But if you are also somebody who desires to be able to do this, then Amdo is a place for you to take up this opportunity. If you are still doubting it, if you're still doubting, should I not? Trust me, this is not me selling anything here. I'm just telling you that if I'm able to do this, it's just me preaching the gospel of it is worth doing. And they say anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. It's a privilege that you have taken out your time this afternoon, this weekend, where you could be in a party, but you're here today to want to add to yourself, or maybe you're still there saying, should I not? or this is another edtech scam. No, this is the right place to be, trust me. And I'm sure you would not regret everything or the decision of joining them. So I'll just try to like stop here so that the host can take it up, so that every other presenters too are able to deliver the speech. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you so much. That was an amazing presentation. Can we please celebrate her, please? Can we celebrate her? If you're just, can you send an emoji? Just celebrate her. She did so well. That was an amazing presentation. An amazing presentation. That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you for your presentation. How
Thank
many
you
of
very
us, yeah, how many of us had her, after the whole analysis and all, then she gave, after she drew conclusion from her analysis, then there was a recommendation for post-op. So can you say that data analysis is beyond you creating beautiful dashboards? It's beyond the analysis. You have to draw your conclusion after analyzing your data, then make recommendation, because the end goal of every business, every organization is that they make profit. So trust me, if you're a data analyst and all you have to do is just create beautiful dashboards and you're not trying to check what the problem is with the company or with their data and see how you can provide solution to their problem, then you're not helping them out. You as a data analyst, your analysis should not just be there just to show your visuals that you can build dashboard, but also seeing that you've drawn insight from the data given to you, you've seen what the problem is with the data, and you're also recommending what would solve that problem that you've seen. Don't forget, you help business make well-versed decisions at the end just to make profit for them. All right, thank you so much, Doing, for that amazing
Thank you so
presentation.
much.
Thank you
Thank you
for
so much
taking
for
it
having
so
me.
well. Thank you so much. Well done. All right, so the next person here on my list, I hope you're ready. Drum rolls, everybody. Drum rolls, everybody. Let's celebrate Doing for that amazing presentation, and let's welcome our next alumni, and that's the person of Toby. All right, so Toby, we are here. Can you please come on board, share your, yeah. All right. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Oluwatobi. I'm joining from the US, and I'm an alumni of AMDO Analytics August 2023 cohort. And I'd just like to share how I got to know about AMDO Analytics in the first place. So, Sister Chinyere from AMDO Analytics, I've known her for some years now, back in school. So, for about a year, I do see her status, and I've been observing whenever she posts about about data analytics, and my interest started to build up. So I made research about it, and there's something about social media. Whenever you start searching for something, or shall I say search engine generally, whenever you start searching about something, then I don't know, the algorithm just starts bringing things related to you. So I started seeing adverts of edtech companies, and I'll check out their websites. I'll just check out their programs and see what they have. And I just feel like some of all these people, they exaggerate their how do I put it, their offers, because they don't actually deliver. You see someone telling you that Excel, Power BI, SQL, even Python in 6 weeks. And I'm like, I don't understand. And they'll tell you that you're only having classes 2 times in a week. So that's quite absurd, sorry to say. And so I just kept on searching, and I just felt like, no, 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 no. All these edtech companies out there, they're just not real. But then, from our status, I just felt like, no, these people can deliver. So I chatted her up, and from there, here we are. So it's actually been an amazing journey. I won't lie. It was very, very, very amazing. It's the facilitators at AMDO Analytics, they hold your hand, they take you step by step as a journey. You won't even feel like you haven't, the background knowledge about the program. You won't feel as if you don't even know anything about it. But you are encouraged, and they make it so easy to understand. Like they teach you, they don't just lecture, they teach you, and they give you room to ask questions and, and all that. So today I'm going to be presenting one of the projects that I did. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. All right, please, can we all see my screen?
Yes, we can. You can see it.
All right. So this is one of the, this is one of the projects that I did at AMDO Analytics during my cohort. And this is a dashboard, this is a report of diseases in Africa from the year 2000 to the year 2019. Now, we all know that in Africa, well, if we don't know, then I'm saying it now for those that don't know, there's been lack of access to healthcare facilities and healthcare services generally. So less than half of the population of Africa actually have access to healthcare facilities. There are a lot of people that they don't even, have the opportunity to go to hospitals just to check out their health conditions or know what is wrong with them. They, for example, maybe someone is having malaria now. Instead of going to the hospital, they just, they take herbal concussions and just drink it and believe that, okay, after that, then they are okay. So the quality of health service is, generally poor, and a lot of people lack awareness. They don't know much about their health status. They don't know much about the things to do and the things not to do that will affect their health adversely or, positively. They don't know. And so now, we're going to be discussing, discussing those things, because this report dashboard is going to be showing us the diseases caused and the deaths caused by diseases rather, and the challenges that are faced. And so now, this is the data that I worked with to actually build the dashboard. This is the data that I worked with to actually build the dashboard. We have something called the dimension table, and we have something called the fact table. So, okay, let me show you the data modeling here. So here we have the facts table, and here we have a dimension tables. So we have about 5 dimension table and 1 fact table. So the fact table actually contains something called the primary key of dimension table and some other fewer attributes. Now the primary key is what we call a unique identifier for a particular, from some particular entities in a group. So now moving on to the report, we can see our KPI here. It's called Key Performance Indicator. We have the total number of countries here to be 58, the total population to be 21 billion. We have the total debt to be 178 million, and we have the average GDP. GDP is the gross domestic product, for in case we don't know the full meaning, because I don't think everybody's economic students. So, and it's usually measured in percentage. So the average GDP here is 5. Then we have the medical doctor, and this medical doctor is in ratio. It's a medical doctor per 10,000 people. So we have a total of 1,050 medical doctor per 1,000 per 10,000 people rather. So now, moving to the first chart here, we see deaths by diseases by country. And for Nigeria, you can see that the deaths caused by diseases in Nigeria is about 30,495,094 from the year 2000 to 2019. And Nigeria is actually the highest on the list here. If we see the next on the list, which is Ethiopia. It's even far behind Nigeria with a total of 12,776,810 sum total of deaths. Now, moving on, we can see South Africa, 12 million, the Democratic Republic of Congo, 12 million as well, and the likes like that. Now, Nigeria has the highest number of deaths, which could be as a result of lack of access to standard healthcare facilities and trained medical practitioners. Now, according to WHO, Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa, while Western Sahara has the lowest number of deaths by disease. So this could also be part of the reason why Nigeria is having the highest number of deaths, because Nigeria is actually the most populated country in Africa. Now, moving on to the next chart, we can see the historical population estimate by country. That is the population of each country from the year 2000 to 2019. So this is the sum total. So Nigeria is also the highest, yeah, like we said that earlier. That's 3.2 billion, the sum of population, followed by Ethiopia, 1.8 billion, followed by Egypt, 1.7 billion, and going down like that. I think the lowest here should be Saint Helena with a total of 110,849. That's the lowest populated country here. So now, moving on to the death trends. We can see here that the year 2000, we have a total of 9 million deaths. The year 2001, also 9 million, just a little above the year 2000 deaths. But then moving on, we can see that the year 2004 actually has the highest number of deaths recorded, totaling 9,325,267 deaths. And, what will be the cause? So we're going to highlight the year 2004. We can check the death by diseases here. So judging from this chart, we can see that in the year 2004, HIV and AIDS is actually the highest cause of death in Africa, followed by cardiovascular diseases in the year 2004. Then the year with the lowest number of deaths recorded should be 2019, with a total of 8,415,146 deaths recorded. And if we want to check that out, we see that cardiovascular diseases is actually the highest cause of death that year. So now going back from this analysis, it's recorded that the highest death occurred in 2004, while in 2019, the lowest number of deaths was recorded. And we've already checked it out to see that in year 2004, HIV and AIDS was the leading cause of disease, while in year 2019, cardiovascular diseases is actually the leading cause of disease. Now, cardiovascular disease, according to this analysis, is the group of disease that caused the highest number of deaths generally from the year 2000 to 2019. And this is as a result of rapid increase in the consumption of unhealthy diets, high in salt, sugar, and saturated fats. And these factors contribute to conditions like obesity and hypertension, which are risk factors for cardiovascular disease. Now, like I said earlier, in Africa, a lot of people don't have access to healthcare facilities. They don't have access to healthcare services. Just less than half of the population have access to these things. And a lot of people lack awareness. They don't even, care to, some people don't even care. There's ignorance as well. They don't care to know about what they eat. They just, eat, and don't care to know about the nutritional content of the things that they eat, if they are harmful to the body or if they are not harmful to the body. And now you can see that cardiovascular diseases are caused by consumption of unhealthy diets that are high in salt and sugar. Some people consume food that is so high in salt content. Every day they eat food high in salt content, high in sugar content, and they don't know these things that gradually their health is depreciated. So they don't know that their health is being depreciated because they don't have the knowledge of it. They are so ignorant about it. And we don't have enough people to give awareness about these things in the society. And why is this? Because the people that are supposed to educate people on these things, most of them, as a result of shall I say the payments now, the condition of the country, they migrate to other countries. They migrate to Western countries where they will get adequate pay for their services. So now let's check out the next chart here, which is death by age group. So you can see that the age group under 5 has the highest number of deaths, which is over 73 million. Age group under 5. These are literally shall I call them toddlers now, or little children. So that age group 15 to 49 years follows behind, which with a sum total of death of 41 million plus, 41,596,082, followed by the age group 70 plus. Even the old people, they are not dying as much as the young ones. And this is followed by the age group 50 to 69 years. Then lastly, we have age group 5 to 14 years. All right, so age group under 5 recorded the highest number of deaths, and this could be due to lack of access to healthcare, malnutrition, as well as immune system susceptibility to disease. Now, knowing that Africa has lack of access to healthcare, and children at this age group under 5, that's from birth to under 5, they are very, very delicate. Their immune system has not developed, is not yet resilient to diseases. So adequate care is supposed to be given to children at this particular age. But when they don't have access to healthcare, they definitely they will fall prey to diseases. It will be easy for them to die. Now, moving on to the next chart here, we have the number of doctors by country. And I've already established the fact that here the medical doctors are medical doctors per 10,000 people. So, and the country Mauritius is having the highest number of doctors here, which is 292 doctors per 10,000. And this country is not even the most populated. Now let's go to Nigeria, that is the most populated. We are seeing 32 doctors per 10,000 people. So it's not possible for people to have adequate health care when there are just 32 doctors available for over 10,000 people. It's not possible. And now moving on to the GDP expenditure by country, we can see that
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Chuk. We can't hear you. Okay, I guess it's a network issue. All right. So Toby, can you hear me?
they don't have access to healthcare infrastructures, and the government as well, they are not willing to spend money on health infrastructures. So if there is actually a willingness to see the healthcare thriving in the country, then there should be investment in the healthcare infrastructures. Hospitals should be built, and not just substandard hospitals, but standard hospitals that can accommodate a large number of people. Clinics and healthcare personnel, they should be available. Healthcare personnel should be they should be paid well. They should be encouraged so as not to leave, because the way they are being treated in African countries is what is making them leave the country. And there should be promotion of health education and awareness campaigns to encourage healthy behavior and early disease detection. So if there can be health education, especially in the rural areas, people going to educate people on healthcare, on the things that they should eat, on hygiene, on the type of water they should drink, not drinking water that has been polluted, because we have some people that they drink the same water they used to take their bath is the one they will also fetch to eat. All those things, they contribute to diseases. They encourage diseases. So these things should be done. Now, the next one here, there should be increase in salaries and benefits for medical professionals, especially in Nigeria, by revising pay scales, providing incentives and regular salary review to make their income more competitive with what they might earn in other countries. Now, it's because they are not getting enough. Imagine someone going to school for 6 years, okay, with all the, talking about Nigeria now, with all the strikes and everything. You are going to school like 10 years and with housemanship and everything, and you want to start work, and then what they are paying you is not worth it. It's not worth all the stress that you have gone through over the years. Definitely they will leave. So if the salaries are increased and if there are benefits for medical professionals, so people won't even consider leaving in the first place. And then there will be health professionals available for people, and the number of medical doctors per 10,000 will increase. So incentives should be provided. There should be regular salary review. You should make sure that salary is increased as well over a particular period of time. There should be increase in salary review, and make their income more competitive with what they might earn in other countries. By the time people see that what they earn in their country is also more, or is within close range with what they will be earning if they leave the country, then they won't even leave. They will stay, and they will be encouraged to do their work. All right. So there should be encouragement for medical practitioners to pursue specialization and provision of incentives for those who choose to do so. Yes, there should be encouragement for these people for specialization, like, for people that want to become surgeons, maybe neurosurgeon, orthopedic surgeon, and the likes. They should be encouragement for them, and there should be provision of incentives. There should be support, probably grants, money grants for them to further and pursue their specializations. Now, the next one here, there should be easy access to healthcare facilities for children under age 5, as well as implementation of comprehensive immunization programs to protect the children from diseases. Yes, these children at this particular age, at this tender age, they are very susceptible to diseases. So healthcare facilities should be available for them. It should be available for them. And it's at this particular age that they get a lot of immunizations. So healthcare facilities should be, in fact, I feel it should even be free for children under age 5, to make sure that they grow well and they don't grow with deficiency. They grow the way they're supposed to grow. We have some people that is as a result of the lack of health care that the healthcare that they didn't get when they were young, that caused deficiency in them now as an adult. So some things could have been avoided if healthcare facilities are available. So also there should be education and awareness for caregivers on child health and nutrition. Yes, the parents of children, most especially the mothers, should be educated on the health and nutrition, even right from when they're in pregnancy. Yes, they should be educated on what to eat, what to do, what not to do, to ensure the growth of the child, the perfect growth of the child, to ensure that the child is in good condition, to avoid mortality. So the last one here, there should be increased healthcare funding by the government for hospitals, clinics, as well as healthcare infrastructures and personnel. Yes, there should be funding by the government. It's very important, because if we check most of the hospitals that we have in Africa, they are usually dilapidated. They are usually in bad condition. They lack equipment. If there was a picture I saw one day of some children, I think they just gave birth to those children, and they were placed on plastic chair with their file, plastic chair, just little children in diapers, babies in diapers on plastic chair. They don't even care about the health implication. They just left them like that, that their immune system is not even, strong at all, and they just left them like that on plastic chair. So if those kind of children should die, they shouldn't even be surprised, because it's as a result of their carelessness, their lack of equipment, their lack of infrastructures, for the children to be in perfect condition. And so in addition, the government should collaborate with private sectors to supplement public healthcare services, particularly in areas where the government may lack resources or expertise. Even if the government don't even have a funding, but their willingness to actually improve a particular sectors can encourage investors to actually invest in that sector. It's not only the government that can fund healthcare. Private sectors can also help. Investors can also help. Foreign investors can also come into play here. So if these things are actually put into place, if they are played out, then there will definitely be improvement in the healthcare in Africa. There will definitely be improvement, especially the part of healthcare professionals. If they are being taken care of, if their salaries are increased, if they are paid well, if there are incentives for them, then they will not only stay in the country, but they will also work with a happy mind, because we see that most of all these healthcare personnel, they are always rude, very, very rude to patients, very rude to them. And that can actually affect the health of patients as well. You see someone shouting at a woman that's about to give birth, as if it's her fault that she's in pain. So those things, had it been these things are put in place, it will make them happy. It will just make them happy if these things are in place. They're happy because they know that as they are working, they are getting paid for what they are working for. Sorry, are we with me? Seems like I'm just talking.
We can hear you. We are with you. We can hear you. We all can.
All right, thank you. So now, all these things that I actually did in this project, the recommendation, the dashboard, and everything. Before I do analytics, I couldn't do them. In fact, I've never used Power BI before prior to my program with Armed Analytics. I couldn't do all these things. But then after the program or during the program, and I found out that I could do a lot of things that I didn't know that I could do before. So the thing is that, that's just one thing that I'm actually thankful for, Armed Analytics. I'm actually grateful that I didn't even go for any other edtech company when I was searching them, because I'm sure that they could not have given me as much as I've gotten from Armed Analytics. You will not find an edtech company that will give you room to even, not only room to ask questions, they will come again for you if you don't understand. Like, they will come again. If you don't understand, they will come again. If you don't understand, they will come again. You can't find that kind of thing out there. That's just the truth. It's the truth. If you, like the first speaker said, she has already tried out some other places and they were crap. Me too, I agree that they're crap, honestly. So it's very, very rare to find edtech company like Armed Analytics. It's very rare, because they will teach you like, well, sorry to say if I use the word, they will teach you like you're a child. Like, what I'm just trying to say is that they will teach you in such a way that you're going to understand, regardless of your background, whether you are an art student, whether you're a science student, regardless of what you studied, they will teach you from the scratch. You're going to understand, and you get basic knowledge and even advanced knowledge. So that's just it. They teach you very well, and they're always available. Even after my program with them, if I call, they will always pick my call. If I chat, they will always respond. So there's also post-program, how do I put it now? Services. They will always be there for you, as long as you take this program in Amdo Analytics. So whether you leave, they will always be there for you. That's just it. As long as you recognize that, oh, you were part of the this cohort or that cohort in Amdo Analytics, they'll always be there for you. They will make sure that you are doing well even after the program. It's not just about the money from the analytics. It's not just about the money. You will pay, yes, fine, but they will make sure that you get it. You know, we have a lot of people that they just lecture. They just, okay, they tell you this. Whether you understand or you don't understand, that one is your problem. But it's not in AMDA analytics. They want you to understand. In fact, they want you to understand more than you want to understand. That's just the truth. They really, they're just so good, honestly. The facilitators at AMD Analytics, they're just so good. They're just so good. So if you're actually considering going into data analytics, I'm going to tell you for free, you know, it's not marketing. I'm going to tell you for free. AMD Analytics is the place to be, is the place to learn these things, is the place to be. Even the things that other people, other IT companies will not want to share with you, and analytics will share with you. They are after you being your best. They're after you doing well. So they will tell you, you know, whatever will help you, as long as it will make you better. They don't hoard informations. No, they don't do that. They will not just about teaching you the skills. They'll also help you in you know, help your CV, review your CV, how to get job, give you information, what the employer is looking for, you know, everything. Just name it. They are there. So this is just one of the projects that I did at AMD Analytics, and I just hope that you're able to get something from this. And so thank you so much for listening to me. And because of our time, thank you so much for listening to me.
All right, thank you so much, Toby. That was an amazing presentation. It was an amazing presentation, well detailed, and you have even anybody listening to this kind of understand without even hearing your explanation. The dashboard is well explanatory. Well done. Thank you so much, Toby. You can all see what she did. Aside her creating a report, and that, like what I explained earlier, aside her analysis, there was recommendation, which you could see that she was able to identify some problems, some trends.
I'm so sorry, ma. Someone asked that what software did I use? This is Power BI. I'm sorry I did not mention it. So this is yeah.
All right, so this is Power BI. Power BI to use for this results report. I mean, it's Power BI. Okay, so you could see that after drawing, analyzing that data set, drawing conclusion from it, there was recommendation for that. She didn't just visualize the reports alone. There was recommendation. So data analytics, it is 70% the why and 30% the what. What do I mean by that? By the why, I mean your analysis, you getting to see the problems in the data given to you. You getting to identify the problems, the trends, the patterns. You getting to understand some things when you work on the data, and you providing solution to those problems you've identified. Then the what are the tools you use in creating those reports. So it's 70% the why 30% the what. As much as you want to show us a beautiful dashboard, just make sure that the why is intact. You've done so well with the why. As much as you work with the 70% the why, which is your analysis, your problem identification, your problem solving, there's also a part of the what too. I mean, using the tools, you can't go about visualizing your report. I mean, making analysis, identifying trends and patterns, problems, also providing solution. And when it's time for you to present your work, then your dashboard is looking like it's not looking good, and anybody seeing it cannot understand what's there. So you need both the 70% why and the 30% what. I mean, the analysis for the why, then the tool using creating your reports for the what. All right, thank you so much, Toby, for that amazing presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying this session. I mean, the alumni presentation. I hope you're enjoying it. So if you're still with us, can you just send in your, maybe your favorite emoji or any emoji that you can see, they just send in something so we know that you are with us. So if you're still with us, just send in, send in an emoji or your favorite emoji or fire emoji, just show that you're with us. Thank you as you do that. Thank you. All right, so the next person, thank you so much, Chikuma. Thank you so much for expecting us to just send in your emoji to show that you are with us. Thank you so much. All right, so the next person here on our list that will be showcasing his project is a Mr. So let's welcome, can we welcome Michael, please, as he shows his own report and present it. So Michael, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so Michael, are you with us?
Yes.
All right, good evening, Michael. So
Good
here,
evening.
let's hear from you. Can you show us your projects?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Good evening, everyone.
good evening.
I'm happy to be among those who have the opportunity to share whatever we have learned so far from Handle Analytics Company. Let me, just give me a moment. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Yeah, please confirm if everybody can, if you can all see my screen, please.
Yes, I can see your screen. I can.
All right, all right. Yeah, so my name is Mike Adedeji, and I'm joining from Nigeria. I finished my school a few years back, and right even before I finished, I've always loved anything that has to do with computer, anything that has to do with technology. I've always been a fan of such work, and right from my undergraduate, I've always been working very hard to become a somebody that have knowledge in computer. Before I finished school, I I tend to call myself a data analyst, and this is because I run small businesses for undergraduate students. I mean, when it comes to their project write-up, their assignments, even when it comes to their data analysis, I mean their undergraduate project analysis, I do work for them. And you know, I thought I've had a number of achievements, not knowing that I was just permit me to say I was just fooling myself. So fine, I was doing great to some extent in that regard. I mean, doing student work, projects, write up, and all of that. I was doing very well, at least to a reasonable extent. But after I got to hear about handle analysis, I saw that fine, I was doing well, but I can still do even very much better. I can do very much better. And I got to know about this handle analysis from a colleague of mine, Chinyere, which I believe she's listening, she's on the call at the moment. So she told me about the this EdTech company, which is Andor, and I got to appreciate it even much better because I've been a fan of data analysis before, and somebody is now introducing me to something that is even much better, that is uh, more advanced. Yeah, so I tend to grab it once and for all, which is something I love so much. So from there, I opt in, and I'm still a learner. I'm still an alumni student, and I joined the 2024 cohort, which started February, like 2 months ago. And for the past 1.5 months or so, I've got something very tangible to learn from this wonderful health tech company. I mean, I'm the analytics, which I have a project to share with you friends this evening, just like you are seeing um, on my screen. So let's go into the my project, one of the projects that I've worked so far, which has to do with the e-commerce dashboard of a number of states in the United States that produce similar commodities or similar products. So here, let me show you. Yeah, this is the data that I worked on. This is the data that I worked on, and as you can see here, it has a number of personalities, so to speak. It has the sales, the price, the quantity, the profits, and other functions like the discounted functions like that. which all these states have put in place in their businesses, and to enhance the growth, the performances, at the same time the business goal, which is to earn more customers, to have more sales, and at the end to earn more profits. So after the work and all of that, I have this dashboard to present to you dear friends. So as you can see here, I have a number of indicators, that is the key performance indicators. Here is showing the total revenue that all these states generated. Sorry, I forgot to mention here, sorry. The data I'm presenting to you covers the year of 2012 to 2014, 3 years, 2012, 2013, and 2014. So here is showing the total revenue that the states generated, which happened to be approximately $2.3 million, and the total order of their product is 9,994. They have the total customers of 773 persons or customers, and the total quantity is 37,800 and 873, 873, which are just the basic performance and the key performance indicators of those um, states or businesses. So here is showing the trend or the growth of each of these states in the United States that have had something to do, that have had a business dealing with other states in the United States. And here, as you can see from the dashboard, it's showcasing the performances, their their level, their growth, and at the same time, some areas in which they are lacking or their weaknesses, so to speak, areas in which they can still struggle very hard to do even very much better. So this is what you are seeing here. Like I told you here, the data covers 3 years, 2012 to 2014. So here, which shows the revenue by category, talking about the three aspects of um, just three aspects of the type of products they deal with. The first one is the furniture. Second one has to do with office supplies, and the third one has to do with technology. And here is showing the percentages of each of these products or services that they render. As for the furniture, it's showing 32%, while as for the office supplies, it's showing 37%, and as for the technology, it's showing 31 percentage. Then we also have the revenue trend for these very years. I mean, the 3 years that I mentioned earlier, 2012, 2013, and 2014. So the very latter one, which is the one underneath, is for 2012. This one I'm clicking on is for the 2012. You can see the trend, how it's moving, starting from the very first month of the year, which is January, to the last month of the year, December. Then we see that of 2013, which is the one at the middle. We see the trend as well, how it was moving in a more zigzag way, so to speak, yeah, in a more zigzag way, covering the months of January to December. So and then we see the latter one, which represents 2014. So we see how it was moving to, showcasing the business trend of um, this states in the United States. At the same time, if you look at the right, we see the customers, different customers that these states have had a business dealing with. Here showcase the top four customers by revenue. Remember I mentioned here that just like you have seen earlier, that the total number of customers that these states have dealt with in the period of 2012 to 2014, the total of them is 793 customers. But this dashboard here is showcasing just four of them. That is the four that have the highest, or the four that purchase the highest quantity. Yes, let me put it out. The four that purchase the highest quantity. in those years. So we have their names as well. We have Raymond, we have Sin, we have Tamara, and we have Tom. So these four customers are proved to be the best customers of the years for those 3 years that you have covered. Then, if you look at the down part of the dashboards, here is showcasing the top 5 states by revenue. So the top 5 states. There we see the Pennsylvania, we see Washington, Texas, New York, and California. And each of the bars is showing the extent or the range
We can't hear you, Mr. Michael. Can you hear? We can't hear you. Mr. Michael, are you there? Okay, so Mr. Michael left. I think maybe he's having network issue. Can we all hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can
Okay.
anyone hear me?
Yes, but he's
Yes,
back.
I can hear you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Michael. Can go ahead. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
have I been audible since?
Yes, you have been audible. We hear you.
All right. So, like I was mentioning,
No,
yeah,
just share your. Can you share your screen? We can't see your screen anymore.
okay, all right. Give me a moment. Let me reshare
Okay.
it again. Um, How about now? Are you seeing it now?
Yeah, sharing your. Yes, we can see your screen now.
All right. So I've got to the below part of the dashboard, which has to do with the top 5 states by revenue. So I was mentioning that Pennsylvania has the lowest um, revenue generated state among the 5 that we are seeing here, and California is the one that has the largest among the 5 states in the United States. So here is showing the picture, the real picture of which of these states has the highest, which of these states has the lowest revenue generated by each of the 3 years, 2012 to 2014, just like we are saying here. And mind you, like I mentioned earlier, too, we have a number of states that are putting into these businesses. But this very dashboard is showing the top 5 among these states, just the top 5. The one beside it by the right is showing the discount effect by the revenue. Just like you know that every business will have a method to promote their business products. So and one way is to have a discount um, rate so that they can attract more customers. So this very dashboard that I'm pointing at is showing the amount of or the percentage of discounts that these states have given to their customers so that they can by that uh, invite more customers to their product. So here it's showing the percentage. So the one that is the largest is the one is representing the undiscounted product. It's representing the undiscounted product, where the one with the the smallest one, yeah, is representing the discounted product. I'm still coming back to all this. I give a more explanations in and at the same time give a number of recommendations so that it will help these businesses to grow even better. Then we have the revenue by ship mode, showing the line that these businesses have done so far regarding the number of the stages that they have covered, starting from the first class, the same day, second class, and the standard class that they have had so far. So among these 4 classes, this dashboard is showing that the standard class, which the name depicts as well, has the highest of 1,000,000 rather 358,021. So here is showing the stages, the classes, that these states have gone so far to offer their product to their customers. And the last one is showing the number of products or goods, services at the same time that these states have been given for sales to their customers. So we have accessories, appliances, binders, chairs, machines, phone, and all of that. And the arrows we are seeing there are showcasing the one that they sell, the red arrow coming down is showing the stages in their businesses or in their business dealings, in which they have below they have below the average sales. They have below the average sales, which of course will make them to have below their average revenue, and it will also be below their average profits. The one indicating the yellow one, which is directing to the right part, is the average. So those yellow directing to the right part are showing the stages or the product in which they have the average revenue, and at the same time the average profits. And at the same time, the one that's the green color that is going upward are showing those products in which these states, these business organizations have more than the average revenue, and at the same time they have more than the average profit. So this is the dashboards that have shown the extent and the reliability of these businesses offered by the states in the United States. So I have a slicer here to really help the audience see which of these states, as well as their other characteristics, which has to do with the total revenue they have generated, which has to do with the total order, which has to do with which of the states is progressing or minimizing in its dealings with the business and the customers. So in the year 2012, like we're seeing here, year 2012. So before it was, so let me go back a little. Before, looking at these top five states by revenue, it is California that is leading. That it is California that has the highest revenue among the states. But in the year 2012, here we are seeing that, sorry, that was in the year 2012. In the year 2013 as well, we still see that it is still California that has the highest revenue generated. In the year 2014, we see that it is still California that has the highest in the states, which is telling us something very meaningful, that for California to take the highest or to be the highest state generating the highest, for California to be the state generating the highest revenue in those 3 years, 2012, 2013, and 2014, then that means California has the strength in terms of offering their products to the customers, in terms of the strategies they use to have more customers, to have more sales, so that they can even have more revenue and profit at the same time. So the focus will be on why is California the highest? What is California doing? Or what have they done that is making them to be the state that has the highest revenue generator in those 3 years, 2020, 2012 to 2014. If you also look at still in 2012, we want to pay attention to the top four customers by revenue. In the year 2012, we see that it is um, Peter that is the best customer of the year. Permit me to use that term. So in the year 2012, it is Peter. Whereas in the year 2013, in fact, Peter is no longer there. It's no longer among the four top customers by revenue. But in the year 2014, okay, I think I'll, sorry, I've spent a lot of time. So let me just give me like 1 minute to wrap it up. So here is giving you the presentation. So here the recommendation, one of the recommendations is that more attention should be paid on California because it is the state that has the highest revenue generated. Then one other attention has to do with this discount effect, that much of their discount rates that they have given to the customers have little, very little effect on the amount of products that they sold. So which they may want to reduce the amount of or the rate in which they discount their products because of the very small or little effect that is having on their sales and at the same time on their revenue generator. So thank you very much for allowing me to present this. So like I was mentioning here, that Andrew analytics has really helped me to become a better person, and it has really helped me to see myself as somebody that can become a better data analyst. Before I thought I was, but now I've come to realize that I can do very much better, very much better. So that will be all from my hand. I thank Amdo Analytics, and I also thank the our facilitators, Chinyere herself, Miss Blessing, and every other person that have contributed one or two things to help we alumni of Amdo Data Analytics to progress very well to become fellow data analysts. And at the same time, I'm really appreciating their efforts, their tireless effort that have really helped me in particular, and at the same time, some other alumni in the organization.
Wow, thank you so much, Michael. Thank you for your presentation. You did so well. That was an amazing presentation. Can we celebrate Michael, please? If you're still online with me, can we celebrate Mike? He did so well. Thank you so much. As you can see, he wasn't just analyzing alone, but he was able to draw insights, like I said earlier, identify the strength of the company and where most of the revenues are coming from, and he gave recommendations for those things he noticed while he worked on his data set. So it's not just about creating, like I repeat, about creating visuals. You have to be able to identify trends and patterns. You have to be able to recommend to the company. You have to be a solution provider as a data analyst. If you're not providing solution, then we should be yanked off. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael, once again. Thank you for that amazing presentation. You did so well. Thank you so much. All right. So the next person here on our list that'll be coming up now is Timmy. All right. So Timmy, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me? All right. Welcome, ma'am. All right. So can you share with us what you have? Okay.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Am I visible? Hmm. Can you see me? Can everybody
I can
see me?
see you, but your voice is low, a little
Yeah,
bit low.
sorry. I've been feeling like a cold. Can you hear me now?
Sorry.
Is it better?
Yes, I can. Yes, yes, we can hear you well.
Okay, so my name is Timmy. I'm in the UK. I have a law and HR background, and a lot of people have been talking about um their various backgrounds. Most of them are like in the science field. So me, I'll say that having had this arts background, it looked like data is only for people in the science. But especially when I did my master's and coming abroad, I found out that every aspect of our lives, we need data. Um, for anything that somebody said something, that for anything that has figures, for anything that has records, that automatically is a data. And then when you're also presenting, when you now move into the corporate world where you have to present reports, the only thing that makes your report stand out is when you're able to put them in data forms, when you're able to put them in when you're able to put them in data forms generally, that's what makes your report stand out. I remember some days ago I was talking to Chinyere. I said to her that there was something that happened in my office because I work HR And my boss was trying to say something, my manager was saying something, and she got stuck on where to do something, and I said, no, do this. And immediately I was excited, like, I'm happy that I had this experience. I'm happy that I joined AMDO. So I joined AMDO from a friend. We were all talking about how to progress in the Western world. What do we do to create a niche for ourselves? I'm not really doing anything in data for now, but my exposure to data has helped me understand my job. So when some people are presenting certain things, because I have this data experience, I understand what they're talking about, and I can also explain what they're talking about, and I have inputs that I made. My project, I'll just share my project for a second. Can you see?
Yes, we can see your screen, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So my project was on employee attrition. And then what does attrition mean generally? It's selective drop-off of participants who have left an organization from those who remain. So basically here we're doing I did employee attrition, and I was looking at how many people were employed to how many people that have left. So this is basically like a HR standard. It's what we will be doing if you are in HR. So from the chart here, you can see that we have a total of 1,470 staff, which comprised of 888 male and 588 female. And then we have 237 people that have left, which makes the active employees this figure 1,233. Looking at what has happened here, I have tried to break down explain how people have left, so that anybody looking at it, anybody questioning, can say, okay, yes, can we look at it from this angle? So we looked at it from the job level. So in this organization, we have job level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have people in job level 1 as the highest number of persons in the organization. And then we can see that 143 people have left. Job level 2, we have 534 people, and then we can see that 52 persons have left. Job level 3, we have 218 people there, and then because of time, I'm just trying to just wrap up everything because I've been instructed I have 10 minutes. And then also on that employee, I did employee by age group. So in the organization, we're able to look, is there a reason why people are leaving? Are they under a particular age group? Is there a reason? Can we understand why these people are leaving? So under age group 26 to 35. So we have an age group of 56 plus, and then the least set of people employed are people 26 years old. So between 26 to 35, we have 606 persons, 36 to 45, we have 468%, 46 to 55, we have 266%, 18 to 25, 123, and 56 plus, just a fraction, nothing significant. And then we could see that for the age of 26 to 35, you can see that 166 people have left. 36 to 45, we can see that we can see that 43 people have left in this age group. 46 to 55, we can see that we can also see that 26 persons have left. Try to also look at this by gender. Is there a reason? Is it that the organization is not friendly to males, not friendly to female? Is there a reason? Can we say why more male people are leaving? Can we say why more female people are leaving? So that's also a way to also analyze certain things that are happening in an organization. So we can see that here for the male, we have 150 male that have left. And then we have 87 female that have also left. We also now try to look at it again from department. So the organization has research development, sales, and human resources departments, and they also have them in education field. We also have it in education field. That's the people that have been employed. What kind of educational backgrounds do these people have? So if I just do this, I don't mess up. Under research and development, we can see that we have people in life sciences, medical, technical. Just move this a bit. We can see that we have more people in life sciences leaving this organization. And then we can also see that we have people in medical and technical. So technical people are leaving less. In the sales department, if we click on sales, we have marketing, life sciences, medical leaving, and the figures of the people that are leaving. So basically, it's a fantastic opportunity to know that in whatever sphere of working life that you find yourself, you can create a niche and make your job unique by by turning everything to data and explaining everything to data, And then of course there were recommendations also at the end of everything, and the recommendations were employee engagement. So we found out that we have number of people living more between 25 to 35. So you want to find out why are they living. These are brilliant minds. So 25 to 35, that is like the peak where people are trying to build their careers, trying to say, what do I want to do? This environment that I find myself, is this where I want to work and all that? So when you have a number of persons in an organization living at that age bracket, then the organization needs to begin to ask themselves, why are they leaving? Is there something that we're doing that is not attracting these people to remain? Now, the only way you can achieve this level of information is if you have broken them down in this way in data. Then you need to find out, what can we do to retain these people? What really can we do to retain them? Are there bonuses that we need to do in the organization? Are there health plans that we need to do in the organization? Are there form of rewards that we need to do in the organization? Are there what are our measurement standards for success? When you have your one-to-ones in your organization, when you have your 12-3-2 reviews in your organizations, when you have your monthly reviews, when you have your um, reviews with your managers, what are the standards, so these can also be looked at into. And then another um, area that I spoke about was support for the elderly employees. Okay, these elderly employees that we have in the organization, what exactly do they do in this organization? Are they of benefit to this organization? If they're of benefit to the organization, okay, then what can we do to retain them? What can we do to support them? Are there health schemes that we can give, or are there anything that we can give? Finally, I talked about exit interviews. Most companies and most organizations have exit interviews because it's like a HR policies, but do these organizations really go back to look at what people are saying that are the reasons for the exit interviews? If you don't have this as a policy, is it something that this company should begin to look at, so that they'll be able to understand why suddenly all this number of persons are leaving the organization, And like I say, I would only have been able to talk about this, understand this, because I joined the class and because I was part of this. And one of the things that made me join, I'll just stop sharing now. One of the things that made me join AMDO is because um, first of all, like I said, I was introduced to them by a friend, but from the first day that they spoke to me, they were very polite. Every member of staff, I'm not exaggerating, every member of staff of AMDO is very, very polite. There are people that you can reach to at any time. I tell Chinyere something, I tell her that I'm a student for life, and she's always laughing because I feel very connected with them. I feel that there are people that I can speak to at any time, I can reach out to at any time. And there are people that would always appreciate your individual circumstances. So you could actually have joined the class. You've told yourself that, okay, yes, I've heard everything that these people have said, and I want to join this class in June. And then something just happens to you in June, and then you find out that you can't join them. Please don't run away. Sincerely, I'm saying it from experience. Don't run away and say, hey, I'm not joining them again and something has happened. Please reach out to them and say, these are my circumstances. I assure you, they would find a way to fix you into something that would suit your circumstances. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Simi. Thank you for this amazing presentation. We can hear from the HR herself how she analyzed the whole data, and she presented, giving her, recommendations for the reports. Thank you. You could see we've had 4 alumni presented so far, 3 using Power BI. Then Mr. Michael made use of Microsoft Excel, and they all presented well as the way it should be. All right, so thank you so much for having me. My session up. I'm done here with my session, so I'm handing over to my colleague that she takes over from here. Thank you so much for having me. All right. All right, so Ms. Chiri, over to you, ma.
All right, thank you very much, Blessing, for that wonderful presentation. I thank everyone that has presented, starting from our first presenter, Doyi. Now, I want to say something about Doyi. She's not yet here again. I want to say something, right? So when Doyi wanted to join our program, so she reached out to me. She was like kind of show her fear. Should I register with these guys or not? And, I told her, and I said, go and make research about us, okay? We are just small company. You understand? We are just small company. Yeah, everybody, we are putting in 100% value to ensure that, of course, it works out. I said something to her. I said, go and make research about of our students. They've gone through this program. Go and make research. They're all over internet. You can see them probably they posted something on their LinkedIn and they tag us, okay? Go through that, go and make research. Now, then you reached out to Toby. Toby, that was the second presenter. I never knew that she did, okay? So it was after her discussion with Toby that she came to me and she said, okay, you know what? I think I can consider this. I said, no problem, it's up to you. But when we were discussing, she said something so amazing. Now, Toby, Doyi has done this same program with 2 edtech companies. I don't want to mention the name of the edtech company. You heard her when she said it. She has done this same program with 2 edtech companies. And when she was saying those, I was just laughing because, of course, for those of you that know me, all right? So I've done work with some edtech company. Yeah, you can see some, I think you can see one on my LinkedIn. So I worked with some edtech company. I know how this thing works out, right? So she said it and I was like, okay, just try analytics, all right? If you do not get value for your money, guy, you know what? Just reach out to me. I'll be the one to pay you, not analytics paying you back now. I'll be the one to do what to refund your money. I've said this to a couple of people that reached out to me. How far about analytics? Are this guy good? Are they this? I'll say to them, you know what? Go and make research. And if you are convinced that you want to pay for buy their program, and at the end, if this guy said I'm going to teach you A and they did not teach you that A, reach out to me. I will refund your money personally. I will refund your money. Now you see what these guys have done. This is actually fantastic. 100% amazing that they've done. Look at how Doyin started. She started with what? Analyzing the project she did for what? R&J company. And aside from that, you've seen what she looked into their data. Analyze their data, not just analyzing it. Now, I want to tell you something. What some people do out there, all right, is just what teach these guys how to build dashboard. You just build 100 dashboard. At the end of everything, if they give you another data set to work with, you can hardly lay your hands on it because you just teach you how to build dashboard. Now, it's beyond those pictures that you're seeing here. A lot has done on the background to be able to actually come up with that picture that you can see being presented. Now, let's come to that diseases in Africa that our alumni, that's what to be presented. Now, I want to say something. That data set is a very dirty data set. Now, that's what you will not get out there. Now, organizations, they will come and teach you with neat data sets that they will not bother you to lay hands on building a project with data set. And I want to tell you for free, what you see out there tomorrow is what dirty data sets. People will give you data set. Okay, you are data analyst, try and analyze this data. Now, how do I work with data when I looked at data and I found out that what I'm working with data sets? That data set that Oluwatobi used is a very dirty data set. And you've seen the insight that, of course, she shared with us, how she moved from how many people, how diseases are threatening people, what are the percentage of people, health practitioners per 10,000 individuals, how even the African government can as well help themselves, help the citizens actually, by what? Improving in the health sectors. And of course, looking at that analysis, say, no, should we get something? Listening to her, I myself, I learned a lot, right? So every other person that presented, Timmy has done an amazing job, right? So of course, Timmy is she's a HR person, but from legal to HR person. So for you to say that, I don't know if I can do this thing, just like she said, if she can do it, then you can do it, okay? Now, so guys, moving into what we have now, I just have a few presentations. We take your question and answer in the next few minutes, and then just give me some seconds. I want to do a little presentation so we proceed, okay? All right, so now looking at somebody who is asking, okay, I love what these guys have done. How then do I become a certified data analyst, or how will I even do better than these guys? Okay. Now, what will you be learning? You'll be learning Excel, Microsoft Excel. Now, let me tell you something about Amda Analytics Station. All right. So some EdTech company, they will tell you now. So some people will tell you, let me use the word EdTech now, but some people will tell you, just like my colleague said, she said that some people, no, not my colleague, Toby said, so when she was actually making research about all these things, they will tell you, you see what, we are going to teach you everything within 5 weeks. And you'll be asking yourself, how do I become pro? How do I become a master with 5 weeks? Some will even use 2 months. Some can, within 2 months, they will teach you all the whole package you just mentioned. They will teach you Excel, Tableau, everything. And at the end of everything, you come out, you will not be able to prove yourself that you're a data analyst, okay? Now, what we do is that we teach Excel, starting from very basic to what, to intermediate and to advanced. I don't know if you've used Excel before. I want to ask you a question. If you have used Excel before, do you know you can code with Excel? Like all this coding you are seeing out there, see people using something like, it's not Python actually, but something that looks like Python. You can code with Excel. These are what, for you to see how advanced we move to teach our students Excel. Now, I don't know, some of you that have used Power BI somehow, you've used Power BI. I want to tell you something. You only know that data modeling, that you saw the data modeling that one of us, I think Toby showed us, that data modeling, do you know you can do data modeling using Excel? And that's amazing thing we do at Amda Analytics, okay? We teach you how to go very advanced, to use Power Query in Excel, use DAX. You never knew that you can use DAX in Excel. We teach you how you can use DAX using Microsoft Excel. Now, a lot of people that will come to me and they will tell me, you know what, I want to register for you guys program, but I know how to use Excel. I'll just be smiling. I'll say, guy, calm down. Let's teach you Excel. If you can tell me if you can use Excel or not. And that's just amazing thing about our program. So you're going to be learning Excel from very basic to advanced. And now our Excel is just 1 month. So for you to see how we go in training our students, our Excel, you're going to learn Excel 1 month. And sometimes it's actually exceed 1 month that March cohort now. They're in 1 month and 1 week, and they're still learning Excel. You understand? Now, I'm not there to bore you now. So from Excel, you move to what? To Microsoft Power BI. Now, what do we do with Microsoft Power BI? As you all know, you've seen the amazing things that our students did using Microsoft Excel. I want to tell you something. What they've shown you is the front end of Power BI. Now, do you know that Power BI has the front end and the back end? That's amazing thing about Power BI. So, but something what you see out there is that people teaching you how you are going to build dashboard using the front end. That's the desktop. You can do all this amazing thing on your cloud base. Now, let me tell you something about Power BI. Power BI is actually cloud based. It's not really meant for what? For this desktop that you're seeing. All right. So that's what we teach our students, how we can move forward from the front end and move to the back end Power BI. Aside from that, you are going to learn, and that's what, for 1 month, you're going to learn Power BI 1 month. Now, we move to what? SQL. Our SQL is just fantastic. Now, let me tell you one thing about our amazing thing about our facilitators. These guys are, just like we heard from this guy, people that have said something. I want to be very honest with you. This is not to sell market, okay? This everything we said that we're going to say, we're going to teach you. If we did not teach you, hold us responsible. At least I'm one of their facilitators, so I know what I'm saying. You understand me? Now, the SQL, you're going to be learning SQL from very basic. You're going to be building database, very basic to intermediate and to advanced. And that's going to take 1 month. Now, our SQL is usually the last package. All right. So sometimes we do take SQL a month and a week, 2 weeks, just to ensure that these guys have gone very advanced in learning this thing. But minimum is 1 month that you're going to be learning all these things. Okay. Right. Doing start finished our program. I think March. No, February. Yeah, normally February. All right, like they start December 2nd, December, January, February, they should finish their program, all right? I want to tell you that even till March, even now, I was still meeting with Doi. I understand me. Meeting with Doi, telling her, okay, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do in order to be very, very proficient with all these tools. All right. So now we're going to teach you how to use ChatGPT for data analytics. Now that's amazing thing. When people are saying that, do you know that AI will take my work? I will just be laughing. I say AI can only take the jobs of those that don't know how to make use of these tools. Now, if you know how to make use of these tools, just like you know how to make use of these tools, and then you complement it with what using ChatGPT, that's the AI. I want to tell you for free, AI cannot take your job. Right, so I have heard a lot of people saying, you know what, I'm scared of being a data analyst because AI can take it. I will just be laughing. Because if you know how to make use of these tools, AI can never take your job. You understand? I think was it last week or 2 weeks ago, we dived into how to use ChatGPT. Of course, we used 3 tools that day. We used ChatGPT, we used the SQL, and we used Power BI to analyze data. So a lot you can use. So we teach our students how to use what we call ChatGPT prompts, and demo that you will be learning. Now, the program is now somebody will be asking, okay, I've heard everything you said, Chinyere. So how long is this program going to take? Now, this program is just 3 months live classes. Just like I said, Doi said something here. She said that her program just began with analytics. And Timmy said something. She said that she's a student for life. Anytime she called me on call, and she would be like, Chinyere, guess what? I'm a student for life. I'll just be like, anyways. So now this program is going to what? Last for 3 months. And after 3 months, you're going to get 1 month for custom projects. Now, that simply means that this program is going to last for 4 months, not 3 months live classes and 1 month for custom project. That's what 4 months training. Now, aside from all these things that we say we are going to teach you now, the amazing thing is that there are a lot of benefits you'll be getting from Lambda Analytics as well as one of our students, okay? And that's what LinkedIn optimization. One of it, LinkedIn optimization. Now, let me tell you something about our LinkedIn optimization. You know, people tend to be like, okay, because I'm a data analyst, I'm learning this thing. I don't really need to showcase my project. I don't really need to let people know that I'm doing this. I want to tell you for free, there is a lot of opportunities on LinkedIn. You can be a tech person and you don't have optimized LinkedIn handle. Now, how do you want to get job on LinkedIn? You understand? So that's amazing. Student, we show them that, okay, you need to optimize your LinkedIn. You need to, showcase your project. You've seen some of our projects, our students here, doing something like 90 days growth challenge, 45 days growth challenge. That's for the people that are on scholarship. We have some student on scholarship with us as under analytics. That's amazing thing. One of our achievements, one of them, we have done a lot anyways. So we gave one university, that's Federal University of Yekiti. We gave their student scholarship. So they are 45 days growth challenge. You'll see them on our page. All right. So now you get what? You get optimized LinkedIn handle. Very, very important. Okay. And aside from that, there's another benefit again. You're going to get what? Upwork optimization. Now, I want to say something now, which I always tell people. Now, one of the best things that any edtech company can do for you is to what? Guide you, hold your hands, to share with you how you can monetize your skills. Now, you've gotten this value. Then the next thing is what? How then do I monetize these skills? If you got you how to monetize these skills, then it's still part of it though, but not 100% part of it, okay? So learning the skills is 50%. Now, showing you how to optimize how to monetize your skills is another 50%, is another percent, okay? Now, you'll be learning how to optimize your LinkedIn, how optimize your Upwork. Of course, most of you that you might have heard about Upwork, and to be honest, I'm the Upwork optimization optimizer you'll be seeing on at Lambda Analytics. So I handle that part of section. Of course, by grace of God, I've done a lot of Upwork optimization for a lot of edtech companies across Nigeria, across Africa entirely. All right. So what do? We help you to what, to get a standard of work handle where you can actually get job and then of course get paid in probably hourly pay or thereabouts. Now, aside from that, we do what? CV review. It's not here, but we do CV review for our students. Okay, one-on-one CV review. We show you what and what you need to have on your CV. What needs to be on your CV in order to get a job. Understand me? I used to tell my students something. I said, okay, you've acquired this skill, you have this thing, but there is something that you need to do, and that's what? Having a standard CV. Now, if you don't have a CV and you apply for a job, people will now be looking at you that, okay, I'm not sure that this person knows what he or she is doing. So you need to have a standard CV, okay, revamped CV. So that's one of the things that we do at Under Analytics, okay? Now, aside from that, there's what we call recommendation and reference letter. You've got to our program, you understand? And you said to yourself, you know what? Apply for jobs, and then they're reaching out to you. Okay, we want to see, is there anything like recommendation? Is there any company recommending you? Is there any reference letter? And that's one thing we do here. Now, what do I mean? We tell our students, okay, you can actually use Amda Analytics as your work experience, because some company out there will be looking at, okay, I have not seen you, I didn't see any experience that you've done any tech content tech related work before. So you use Amda Analytics as your work experience, both in your LinkedIn and on your CV. So if they reached out to us that, okay, do you know this person? Can you provide reference letter? Can you provide a recommendation letter? Why not we do that? Now, after that, there is a certification. There is a certificate. You're going to get certified at the end of the program. And then let me tell you something about our certificates. You cannot be certified if you did not do your custom project. Praise God, that's an amazing thing. So you have to work on your custom projects before getting certified. Now, somebody might be asking, okay, if I miss classes, do I need to, is there any possibility for me to get the recording and thereabouts? Okay, all our sections are recorded. You are going to get I'm going to show you something briefly. Now, this on the program are Saturdays and Sundays. And now let me tell you one amazing thing. Texting, good news, or especially for our students or everybody listening to me, joining us from Canada. All right. So now we moved our program from 11 a.m. Nigerian time to 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Now, if you're in Canada, it simply means that your program, you'll be joining us 11 a.m. Canada time. So when we looked at the timing and we saw that, okay, it's actually kind of affects some of the people reaching out to us that they are in Canada and they know what we are doing here, but they won't be able to join because of the timing. Yeah, 11 a.m. Nigerian time, it's 3 a.m. Canada time. So we said, okay, let's do something so that everybody that want to enjoy what we are doing here at Amda Analytics will be able to benefit from it. Okay, so we move our program Saturdays and Sundays 5 p.m. from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nigerian time. So 5 p.m. to 3 p.m. that's something like this time. All right, so yeah, so if you are joining us from Canada, you know that, okay, that is actually a good time for you. Okay, so Saturdays and Sundays, that's another thing again is Sundays. Our program starts 2 p.m. before, but then we have a lot of students complaining that Sundays, 2 p.m., I'm still on my way coming back from church, and we're like, okay, let's be considerate now. We move our program from 2 p.m. Sundays to 5 p.m. Right? So now it's actually amazing that even if you want to join this program, it's going to do what? It's going to benefit you. The timing is perfectly okay for everybody, if you ask me. Do you understand? Now, on Thursdays, of course, most times Thursdays or Fridays, you'll be meeting. Just now, the meeting is just like 1 hour meeting. Now, what are the purpose of meeting? It just wants to ensure that everybody are on the same page before starting a new topic, right? Before starting another thing. Now, aside from we meeting on Thursdays, all our facilitators are 100% accessible. Like, I mean, 100% accessible. You meet with them, you ask them questions. Just like, I think Doyi said something. She said that she usually call me by 11 p.m. and thereabouts, and all our students, all our facilitators, not just me. So there was a day I was on call with Doyi. I think till 12 p.m., 12 a.m. I was like, oh, what's going on? But that's what we are just passionate about our students getting value for their money. I mean, 100% getting value for your money. We hold your hands. If you're looking for an edtech company that will hold your hands, not just to sell markets, not just to collect your money and tell you, okay, you know what, thank you for banking with us, they will just leave you with some facilitators that will just teach you, and then after the training, they will just leave you. It's not here. We don't do it here. Even after your training, that's what we call post-training support. We do that 100% for our students, okay? Now, this is not just because we want to sell markets, no, this is what we do. You can reach out to those guys that presented their on LinkedIn. Reach out to them, ask them questions about analytics, ask them for the honest feedback, okay? That's what I used to tell my students, I said to them, whatever you see me doing, especially here in analytics, okay, that is a covenant backing it up. Now, it's not about church now, but I'm being very realistic, okay? So we make sure that our students are what? Getting 100% value. I mean, 100% value for their programs. Now, aside, let's assume that you mix your training and you're asking yourself, okay, I mix my training. How then do I meet up with the recordings? How do I meet up with the recordings? Now, let me share something with you, something fantastic with you. Okay, so if you mix class 6, let's assume that you're busy with something and then you mix the classes. Just a second. Okay, so all right, so this is actually here. So we have what we call classroom, Google Classroom. Now this is for every course. You can see it every distance. Now, if you mix our classes, there is possibility for you to get the recording. Now let's look at this. Okay, these are public ones. I'm going to show you something. And record is what we call lifetime access. You have lifetime access as far as Jesus tarries. So you're going to get the recording, okay? So let's show you something. Okay, this is actually what. Okay, this is the fabric cohort. This is their Power BI custom project. So this is what they posted today, their class they had today. So if you scroll down, okay, you can see all the classes they had. Now, let me not use that again. Let me use, okay, this is August 2023. So let's look at their videos and let's be sure. So all we say that we are going to do, you can see it here. This is custom project, this is Upwork optimization. So if we scroll down, this is portfolio, because here we guide you, we show you how to build a standard portfolio. So you can see LinkedIn optimization. So let's look at any of the video. You can see we always have mentorship section where we talk to you, guide you on what you need to do in order to progress, okay? Let's see, let's look at this and let's not go far now. Look at, this was posted 31st of August. So when we say that you have lifetime access to the videos, let's see, show you what we mean. So you can see the video is still there. So the video is still there, right? So this is actually all the benefits you'll be getting from joining Armed Analytics program. A lot of it, and I mean 100%, especially the post-training support. You see that post-training support, I always emphasize on that, and we vow to that, and we do that again. After your training, any XI company you've trained with, do they just leave you? Do they say goodbye, thank you for banking with us, or they still hold your hands, or they still check up on you, still ask you, how far? Where are you now? Have you gotten a job? What's going on? Do you need my help? Do you need my support? Right? So a lot to be finished with just December 2023. Yeah, December 2023. I and Oluwatobi, we are still meeting. I mean, we are still meeting. I think we have meetings sometime this coming week, okay? So we are still meeting. That's what the benefit of joining Armed Analytics program. So you'll be getting post-training support. Even after your training, there's what post-training support. Now, we are not really that much, of course, you're going to pay for program, but then we are not that money kind of edtech company. You say, okay, just pay money. I just want you to do this thing and thereabouts. It's beyond your money. Okay, now the goal is for you to get value for your money. Now, how much is the program? Now, a lot of I've said a lot, but now let's just look at how much is what is program. The program as of today is 250,000 naira. 250,000 naira. Okay, but then there's amazing thing. Good news for everybody that's still here. We are moving the program fee. There is 50,000 naira discount on our program, right? 50,000 naira discount. Now, if you're instead of you paying 250,000 naira, you are now paying 200,000 naira. Instead of, so we are on 50,000 naira discount. We are on. Now, a lot of people will be like, this program, I reached out to some people, I've called them, oh, guy, you joined our program, I've not seen you pay for. And they'll be like, this program is quite expensive, I can't afford it. And I'll just be laughing. Of course, I understand the situation of is it country now? Whatever, situation of the world now. Let's use the word the world. All right. So now we know that things are actually not easy for everybody. But let me tell you something. If you did not pay for access, right, you might not really get value for it. Even those that have paid 100% something for the for whatever, they still did not get value for it. I can tell you nothing but the truth. So I know all these things. I know how it works. I've worked with some. And I can tell you for free, even if you pay huge amount of money, there's possibility for you to still not get value, right? So now, Timmy that joined us, that presented, it was one of our students, that's Chinasa, that recommended AMD Analytics for her. I know, let me tell you who recommended AMD Analytics. I think is Barry. All right. So just like me telling you, if you did not get value, you will not be able to recommend the tech or tech company for not, or even for your friend to join. You might not even want to recommend it for your enemy to join. Talk more of you recommending your friend. Okay. So now this program for now is 200 and okay, let's say 200,000 naira because we are still on discount. Okay. But normally it's going to be 250,000 naira. But we are removing 50,000 naira. That's what we are still on discount. Let's say that this program is quite expensive. I'm going to tell you for free. Make research today. Sit down. Just let probably devote your 30 minutes of your time today. Make research of how much a data analyst earn. What are the costs? Like, what is the annual earning of a data analyst? How much are these guys earning? You will see a lot of money that these guys are earning. Make research. If there is a lot of opportunity, there is millions of opportunity in the field of data analytics. It's an in-demand skills. Make research. Somebody, I heard someone when we were introducing ourselves that said something that she was applying for a job yesterday and she got to know that, okay, that job requires her the knowledge of data analytics. You see that every let me say every firm, every company that makes your number needs what? A data analyst. So you don't say that I don't need these skills now. Of course, I have one or two skills. I want to tell you, data analytics are high in demand skills that you can have. Like you don't even need to bother yourself. Do I like get job after this? Just acquire the skill. When the job opportunity appears, just make sure that you're job ready. I said something last week when I was handling a section. I said to those guys, there was a project I did, and after doing that project, a job came to come my way. It's not the job is not just a normal job, but government job, like federal government job. You understand? Now, the question is, if you see any job opportunity now, are you job ready? Can you acquire? Can they call you and say, okay, we know that you have this technical skill, you are a data analyst. Are you job ready? So ensure in this 21st century, especially in this second quarter, ensure that you get what? In demand skills, upskill yourself, guys. So now, of course, we've had testimony of our students, people that have joined us. If these guys, if they did not get value, I called one of them, I think Timmy said something to me. She said, if I did not get value for this your program, I will not come. I'm being honest, and that's just the truth. If you did not get value for what you paid for, and people are calling you for testimony, will you come? Be honest. Tell yourself the truth. Will you come? You will not come. Likewise, Donnie said something to me one day. She said, honestly, if I don't get value for AMD Analytics program, I won't, like, if you guys call me for anything, I won't come. But these guys have gotten 100% values. I mean, more than 100% values for their program, right? So this next quarter will be starting a week today. That's 13th of April. 13th of April. Start your second quarter with something of skill. Invest in yourself. Now, let me tell you something. The highest investment you can do is the investment on yourself. That's just the truth. Investing on your health, on your skill, upskilling yourself. This is the highest investment you can do to yourself. So upskill, invest in yourself. The next cohort is starting on 13th of April. So if you decide that, I'm not sure if I can join or not, start something in this second quarter. Make that decision. I want to start something. I want to acquire these skills. Even if I don't need it now, I will need it tomorrow. Let me acquire these skills. All right. I want to upskill myself. I want to get better. Okay, look at what Timmy said. While working, so they just brought her something, and she was able to answer it, look at it, and give the person feedback. All because what? She has gone through AMD Analytics program. All right, guys. So the next course starts 13th of April, that's a week today. So you can see that we have what? We don't have time again. We've been advertising our network since 4 weeks ago, if not since 4 weeks ago. So we have a lot of time that we have used to advertise for this cohort. So start making your payments now. You can see our account number here. And then, of course, the account number is on our WhatsApp group. If you look at our WhatsApp group, you can see we've been dropping the account details there. We'll be dropping it. So make payment today and start your data analytics program with us. I want to tell you for free, 100% free, you are not going to regret it. If you pay for any of our program, and especially the data analytics program, and you know you do not get value for it, hold me responsible. I'm going to refund your money. Yeah, somebody will be like, that's what they talk. But that's just it. I'm being very honest, okay? You're gonna get 100%, but at the point, you'll be the one that will be running away that this value is too much. These guys are just calling me, they're giving me assignment, they're giving me projects, and our program is hands-on project. You see what this guy has done now? Now, we are not giving anybody PDF. We don't give you any document to go and read. It's hands-on project. Starting from the day you started your program till the very day you're going to end your program, 4 months training. So at the end, you're going to build at least 10 good portfolio. Good portfolio. Now, what people will be asking you is not actually your certificate. Of course, you're going to get a certificate at the end of the program. It's not really your certificate. Yeah. Even if you've done masters, okay, Tommy, she's actually currently a student in UK doing her masters, and of course in the close to field of data analytics as well. Nobody is even ask you, what have you done? You understand me? What are your certification? They will ask you, what projects have you done? And that's what And Analytics stand for. We stand for what? Project life programs. So we want to take your question now, and then let's call it a night. Can one take and pass review data analytics program after? It's 100%, 100%. All right, so 100%, you're gonna get it. Yeah. I mean 100%. All right, so guys, let's take your questions. Let's take your questions. Oyewumi Collins J1. Thanks for that question. But then you're gonna pass. I'm being very honest, okay? Our programs, just like I just tell people, right? So starting from Excel, Power BI, and SQL, the facilitators are taking you this program are well-grounded facilitators. Those that have gone, they've done this Microsoft exams, they've passed it. You understand? So you'll be seeing more of them when you start this program with us, okay? But then for anything that has to be with pass Google certification, we're going to pass it after the program. Right? Of course, we can even tell you categorically that we make use of somehow the Microsoft curriculum, right? We make use of Microsoft curriculum. So let's take your questions, guys. Let's take your questions. Just like I said, the program will be starting on 30th of April. Start making your payments now. Start making your payments now. Start your second quarter with something. Make decision. What do you want to achieve in your second quarter? First quarter has gone. Before you know it, this year we just say goodbye. You understand? So what are you starting your second quarter with? Start something. Register for the program now. Get the skill now. Be job ready. If that job opportunity come your way, are you job ready? Imagine somebody that said that she was applying for, I didn't get the person, but then she was applying for a job. You understand? And the job requires data analytics skill. Imagine that she has done this data analytics program, let's say 3 months without the analytics anyways, can do it with anyone and still not get value. But let's say she has done this data analytics program without the analytics like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Trust me, she will categorically, she will hit her chest and tell herself, I know that I will do better. I will apply for this job, and she will definitely get the role if Jesus tarries. Okay. So let's take your question. Guys, let's take your questions and let's see how many people are still with us. Okay, we have Latif, we have Aladis, we know who is Samsung. Okay, we have Samuel, we have Oyewumi. So guys, if there is no question, we can call it a night here. If there is no question, we've taken 2 hours, 30 minutes of your time. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. I hope you got value. It's not just that you not just spend 2 hours for spelling sake, you got value for your program, for this program. All right, that's great. All right, thank you very much, Mike. Mike is a fantastic someone. It's actually my classmate from university. Thanks very much for joining us, Mike. All right, guys. So, any question? All right. So we hope to see you, Samuel. We hope to see you. We love to see you. Apply for AMDA Analytics program is fantastic. It's the best. Just like I always tell people, we are small but mighty edtech company. When it comes to delivering value, we are 100% there. It's not, we are not exaggerating. We have our students, we have people that have got our programs. Reach out to them, ask them questions, and they will tell you what they will even tell you will convince you to, to buy the program more than the way I'm saying it. Okay. All right. So if there is no question again, we'll call it a night. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Cheers. Let's take that. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Good
Good
night.
night. Thank you.
Good night, guys. Good night. Good night. Right.
Yeah, good night.
Ready. I love wrestling.
I'm still here. Can you hear you?